Yo. What's up, YouTube? Right now, I'm in the process of driving to the World of Dance battle out in San Mateo in the Bay Area. Um, I got two places. What the hell? Ew. Yeah, your boy's outside. I'm out of retirement officially. That don't mean I'm about to be showing up at every event. That don't mean I'm about to be showing up at every battle. But I'm still active and I'm still moving. I'm still doing what I need to do. You feel me? Um, I just want to give my quick thoughts on the event yesterday that happened in Sacramento, California. So the Red Bull Dancer style came out to Sacramento, California, and it's in Northern California. So for those who don't know, Southern California and Northern California are like almost completely like it's like two different states. It's it's more or less like North Carolina, South Carolina, North Dakota, South Dakota. Um, it could damn near be split into half and still function completely separate. The vibes, the culture, everything is different. So I went to the battle yesterday, and a lot of people, and now I'm just being transparent, but a lot of people had some disagreements with what was going on with the judges. Um, and me, because I've been around for so long, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand what judges want. I understand. Okay, let me give you this. So I've been training with Daisy for the past couple of months, and the one thing I told her is that you have to understand your crowd. You got to understand who you're dancing for. So if you are going to a battle where you're dancing for the crowd, which would be the crowd judge battle, you got to understand that one, the crowd is going to vote for most of the time. They're going to vote for who they came to watch. You know what I'm saying? Two, the crowd, you got to look at it as like they're kids. They may not be kids, maybe adults. They're kids when it comes to, I don't want to say kids. They're just not knowledgeable when it comes to dance. The average person that's watching, like the average crowd participant. So they're gonna vote for what's cool, I guess you could say. What's cool, what's trendy. They may not understand the technique, but they do know the music. So I'm giving away gems right now. And what I tell Daisy is like you have to entertain, more so entertain. You know what I'm saying? You're entertaining the crowd. You're entertaining the people that's judging. You're entertaining the in front of the crowd. Then like, they would give the thumbs up if they should kill him or let him live at the end or whatever. The crowd would be judged on who they, you know what I'm saying? The crowd would be a big factor on what's going on or who would live and who wouldn't. But hold on, man. But you have to perform for the crowd. Perform for people who don't know. Perform for the people who are looking for a wow moment. You don't have to be a wow moment type of dancer, but you just have to perform. Then there's on the flip side, there's the judges. You got to know what your judges like and what they want to see. A lot of judges get on the mic and be like, "Oh, I want to see this, I want to see that," but they still go ahead and vote for something else. You know what I'm saying? So their opinion, I mean, their what they say could be a little fickle too. So you just got to understand and know what judge is in front of you. You feel me? Um, so with and this just leads up to my point of so the Red Bull event in Sacramento last night. A lot of people were kind of like not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being transparent. I don't have nothing to lose. I don't really care. I'm just being honest. I don't have a. I have my own opinion. I'll get to that later. So others were saying that a lot of people were getting. I guess what is going on with my voice? A lot of people felt cheated. Why? Because it felt like it became a turf dancing event. And I told some people like, I mean, yeah, when you got two turf dancing judges on the panel, it could be more biased towards turf dancing. And I don't even think it's an intentional bias. You know what I'm saying? Like, and hear me out when I say that, because there's people who are intentionally biased and they'll be like, "Well, I'm voting for this person, I'm voting for this style, regardless of what they do." You know what I'm saying? But then there's people who just don't know, so they fall back on their own knowledge, their own understanding of dance, and they vote for see, what they see is more familiar to them. I went to a recent battle, and I won't say where and who because I don't want to put the judges out there like that. I don't have no issue with the judges. Um, I don't know beef issue or nothing. I'm just talking. Like let me, let me get it out. But one of the judges had told somebody that they didn't understand the style and they didn't know how to judge it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that that judge was honest because it gives a better perspective on more insight on what I'm talking about. Like of course they're not going to know how to judge the style if they haven't been around it, they haven't been around the culture, they don't understand. So they're going to vote for what's more familiar to them. You know what I'm saying? So that happened what maybe a couple weeks ago. So going back to the Sacramento event, same thing. I just feel like some of the judges, or I'm not even gonna call out no judge or nothing like that. I'm gonna just say the judges. I'm collectively saying the judges. I personally feel like some judges don't have um, understanding. I personally, I don't know if my mic was crazy right now, but I personally feel like some judges just don't have an understanding on different styles, and that's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could be because they can go out and get the information, but it's not their fault. Especially when there's less of. So if y'all don't know, like Northern California, from the Bay to Sacramento, the dance style is very much. Okay, let me just tell you. So Sacramento, the dance style is very much beat catching, movement, very Jabberwocky influenced. So there's a lot of it's starting to change a little bit. So there's a lot more technique when it comes to like there's a lot of popping background. There's very much a culture of the musicality is Sacramento. When it comes to the Bay Area, old school turfing used to be like that. But today, turfing is more so to me, and this is my personal opinion, uh, bone breaks and tuts, and very little foundational movement. Don't get me wrong, there are some dancers, some turf dancers out there that are, yeah, I'm saying they go when they touch the floor, it's pure essence of what turf is. Skeeter being one of them, he's one of my favorite top five. Velo is in my top five right now. Dummy, and these are just the I wouldn't. I love you, Dummy, but I'm not gonna say Dummy. I ain't seen Dummy do a round in a minute, so I'm gonna take a step back on that. But yeah, I'm gonna just say Velo and Skeeter right now, two of my favorites. Uh, they got the essence of turf dancing, like from the pantomiming to the foundation to the, you know what I'm saying, to just making the lyrics come true. You know what I'm saying? Putting the lyrics out there in the world to make it look like almost they wrote the song or they in a music video. So that's the difference between Sacramento and the Bay Area. Now, yesterday there was, like I said before, it was two turf judges and a crumper. So to me, personally, and this ain't got no, I'm not like I said before in the video, I don't have nothing to lose. I'm not trying to put nobody down. This is just me speaking as like somebody that's been in the game for 10 years plus. There was no eye for hip hop dancing. And the reason why I say that is because now Sacramento is growing. It's being influenced by more hip hop styles than like the B Kundo, the Jabberwocky style, very intricate, very it's more of a groove, and it's going back to the roots of what hip hop is. And I don't see a lot of that in the Bay. I know a couple of like hip hop dancers in the Bay that are like true to the form of hip hop, but I see it growing in Sacramento. Now I'm gonna toot my own horn. I'm gonna just say, like, if you do your research, God damn, I need some wah. If you do your own research, you'll know I'm probably gonna say I've been a part of that movement. You know what I'm saying, of hip hop, in the form of like the groove, the bounce, the dancing big, the performance, the culture of hip hop. I feel like I am a big part of that in Sacramento. How much of that big part I am, I guess that's, to who was around. But I'm probably the first and only person in Sacramento to have won at Just Debut and was sent to Paris to represent the U.S. in the hip hop category. Probably the only person. I don't think there's nobody from Sacramento that which is 10 years ago. Sacramento is growing, and it's growing into a style that's different from the Jabberwock. Because a lot of the OGs aren't here in Sacramento anymore. A lot of the people who are considered OGs. I had this talk last night. A lot of people that are considered OGs, they're in LA. Even I went to LA for about 8-9 years. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it wasn't that long, maybe like 7. About 7 years. Then I came back and there was a void. I'm looking at the scene and I'm like, where are the OGs? And I turn around and I'm like, oh, I am the OG. Even though I'm not old, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I've been doing it since I was 17, you know what I'm saying? 16. The next generation to be OGs is me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would consider myself more of a vet type, because I don't think I'm an OG just yet. But I still got to put in some more work, even though I've put in a lot of work. But again, the dance world is what have you done for me lately type of vibes. So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there should have been another hit. And I will say this. There was another judge that was supposed to be there that didn't make it. And that judge would be more considered hip hop. So that just, can't make it. Somebody has to fill in. Boom, this person. All right, cool. Chalk it to the game. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no hard, no foul. But that's why I'm telling the people at the event. It happens, bro. Like it just happens. So a lot of people felt like it became a turf dancing event, and that's how Sacramento. I don't know, the Sacramites, the Sacramentoians. I don't know what they call Sac people, but the people from that movement of Sacramento feel like it's always a turf event when it goes from the Bay to LA, because Sacramento be trying to cater to the Bay, and then the Bay is like, we're gonna do turfing because turfing is it. My whole thing is, if you a dancer, you a dancer. What's up with you? If you a dancer, you a dancer. Just dancing to music. I have a thing to where it's like, you got to make sure when you battle, make sure the judges look stupid if they don't vote for you. That's my whole thing. Like, you can watch back some of my battles, and if the judge didn't vote for me, and I know I won, I'd just be like, go watch the footage. You don't need me to sit here. I don't have to defend myself. Like, it's recorded. Go look it up on YouTube. Like, we know the YouTube comments will say that. We know people. But again, I'm not in that point in my life where I have to defend myself anymore. My talent will show for me. So to sum up the battle yesterday, I felt like it was a dope event. I do feel like there was a lot of missed calls. I do feel like there was a lot of bad. I don't want to say bad judging, because again, it's all subjective. I just want to say that there should have been people who should have moved forward but didn't, and it was due to the unintentional, and I'm going to make an emphasis on unintentional, the unintentional bias of the judges. And when I say unintentional bias, for those who don't know, and I have to say it again, they just the lack of knowing what style is what. You know what I'm saying? So the unintentional bias, of course, sent You know, because Strobe is a turf dancer. Talise is a turf dancer. Concrete is a crumper, but Concrete is from Sacramento. Concrete knows Crump because Crump has a strong, like Northern California Crump was, NorCal Crump was at one point in time at the apex. And then he's a crumper, and then he was around turfers. So Concrete knows Crump and turf. He knows Crump and turf. I was around Concrete when I first moved to Sacramento when I graduated high school. He used to watch me turf. I taught him a little bit of turf dancing. He taught me how to crump. You know what I'm saying? So he's been around turf his whole life. His bias, unintentional, is going to be towards crump and turf. Again, Talise, a turf dancer. I believe she's from Oakland, California. Correct me if I'm wrong. But turf, that's what she know. That's what she grew up on. That's what she lives. You know what I'm saying? Stroll, Fairfield, up the street. Me and Stroll from the same city. Up the street. He was in Oakland a lot more. Grew up in that era, grew up in that culture, learned the, you know what I'm saying, and took what he did and incorporated it in turf. So he, in his ideology, his mind, his concepts are turf dance concepts. He's a turf dancer, period. Legend in the turf game. You know what I'm saying? That's their unintentional bias. And you can't be mad at that. Because that's why people come, that's why people pay the money, that's why people show up and sign up. Because these people have laid the foundation, you know what I'm saying, to be up there and judge no matter what style they do, no matter what they may or may not know. You just got to respect it. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? And I wish, what I'm telling y'all, I wish I would have knew back in my heyday, because I wouldn't have been so upset. I was known for calling judges out. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube of me calling judges out because I didn't agree with their opinion. Granted, matter of fact, I still probably would have called them out because I'm one of those, you got to show me. You know what I'm saying? You got to show me why you sitting on the judges panel type shit. I don't know what we're talking about here. I just can't say I love a fan of Russia. Hey, shout out to Russia. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. I love Russia. I love, I've been to Moscow a couple times. I've been to Vladivostok. Yeah, shout out to Russia. You know what I'm saying? Big love. I love it out there. Shout out to Russia. But yeah, so, you know, just getting back into the game. The reason why I'm getting back into the game is because I feel like that gap that I was talking about earlier in the video between in Sacramento, between my generation and the next generation, my generation, just everybody just dipped and went to LA. Literally dipped and went to LA. But if I'm in Sacramento, I feel like I have a bigger part. And I don't care if I never win another battle after this. I have to give back to the city that gave to me. You know, without Sacramento, and I'm not even from Sacramento, but without Sacramento, it would have been a little bit harder for me to push through. You know what I'm saying? The platform was there. I took it and ran with it. And I was able to elevate and do what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, if you were at the event, the RedBull Dancer Style event in Sacramento, California, and you upset about my bad, my daughter back there. And if you upset about the whatever happened, chalk it to the game. Do better. You know what I'm saying? Understand who in front of you. Understand your judges. Go out there and dance, get that footage, and put your cell phone. You know what I'm saying? The respect will come. You'll get those stripes on your jacket soon enough. You just got to go out there and do it. Now, as people in Sacramento, if y'all ready, you know what I'm saying, to really dog some shit and get some shit and really do it, let's get it. I'm here for it 100%. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, I'm off this thing. Like I said, I'm off to the World of Dance battle on San Mateo. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And if you've seen this and watched the whole thing, please don't take this to heart, because I'm just talking about the game and the business of the dance world. I don't take none of this personally. I don't have no hard feelings against anybody. You dig what I'm talking about? Unless you done me wrong in my personal life. But yeah, peace out. Love y'all. Y'all be safe.